But the next one is going to be is going to be more of reaching out to people for December. I have a very strong burden for us to feed a lot of people this December. We're going to be talking about that, but I'm believing the Lord that we can feed at least 1,000 people in Abuja, in Lagos, and different parts. That's what I'm believing the Lord for. So we're going to go into. We're going to let us know how we will go about that, and then as the Lord leads us, we'll buy foodstuffs, and then make sure that people celebrate this Christmas well. Well, even if it's possible, we'll buy chicken for people. As in, I want people to celebrate Christmas well. What I could eat at home, I want people to be able to eat it by our giving and by our selflessness. That's one of the things why. That's the reason why you are blessed. You are not blessed so that you can keep things to yourself. You are blessed to be a blessing. Look at your neighbor and say, I'm blessed to be a blessing. Say it one more time. Say, I am blessed to be a blessing. Do you know what you just did to yourself? You just made yourself a channel. Current flows through channels. That's why it's called currency. What you spend is currency because it's current. It must flow. Once your hand is like kaka gum and things does not flow through you, you are not a channel. God will not bless you. Is that kagum? Have you seen those horses in front of National Theatre in Lagos? Their hand is like this. When you see those horses, you understand what I'm saying. Your hands are. It can't open. Let your hand open. There is one who withhold more than necessary. It's not like you're not supposed to withhold, but you're not supposed to withhold more than necessary. So look at anyone and say, as part of what the Lord blesses me with, say there is seed, there is bread. So don't eat your seed. Don't eat your seed. It's bread you eat. You sow your seed. Don't eat your seed. Be a blessing so that the Lord can trust you. He wants to feed nations through you. That's one of the ways you can witness to people. So we are going out tomorrow to win souls. And then the December edition, I'm going to let you know. We're going to plan it well. We'll raise a committee for it. Lagos is already doing the same. We'll go out, touch lives. As in literally touch lives. So that there will be thanksgiving on our behalf in houses in December. Saying, Kai, thank God for these people. We don't know them, but we thank God for them. You didn't get that. We don't know them, but we thank God for them. That they gave us food. And somebody is thinking to him or herself that, even me, I need something. Don't worry, as you release yourself to be a channel, God begins to bless you so much so you will not even need anything. I have experienced end of the year blessings. I'm telling you, many times. There was a year that if the Lord did not show up, Kai, on the 24th of December, I promise you know God is hilarious. So this one, I'm not blessing you into your account. I'm bringing to you cash. Cash. 24th of December. Brown. It landed. Cash. I became MKO immediately. I'm telling you, from almost nothing to become, I looked where I said, what does my soul love? You know, sometimes you eat by sentence. Sometimes you eat by options. You are sentenced to eat this thing. But this one is options. I said, no. That's one of the blessings of money. You have options. Money gives you options, varieties. You can choose. Tonight you can choose and say, I want Bolly. They said, how can you say, don't you have an oven at home? Let's go and buy. can decide tonight is cow tail. Option. Mullah gives you options. Cage. I'm saying this because this will become someone's experience. Better is the end of a thing than the beginning thereof. You might have started this year rough, but you are ending well. You are ending well. Money showed up. And then my voice. You know, when you don't have money, you suggest. When you have money, you instruct. Say, do you think? I think we should. Go. But when you have cash, say, this is what I want. I said to my late wife, I said, no, this is this. Don't worry, I'll pay you for it. I just bless you for it. You've been a lovely wife. Let me just bless you. Asha, money is good. Don't mind people who wants to go to heaven broke. Don't mind them. They are not as selfless as they thought. Don't mind them. That's why the body of Christ has suffered this long. Because we are not kingdom minded. You think your God is poor. The cattle's on the 1,000 hills. Somebody who is laying gold as dust. Even where you are going to walk in heaven is made with. Do you want to get to heaven and be doing like this? Me and my wife used smoking it. Now the balance. See, you know, my pastor said today, said the department of holiness is prosperity. It's a department. Righteousness. There's a department called Mullah. You must have it. His righteousness will still endure. Psalm 112. Wealth and riches are in his house. He doesn't change who he is. Job was the richest in the east. Job, a man. Have you seen my servant, Job? He was the richest. Don't be saying, I don't want money. Want. We need it for gospel. When you have money and you are anointed, you will plan programs and go to sleep. You show up fresh because there's no bill on your head. You came in the fullness of grace. Say, lift your hands there. Bills have been paid. You call this place, we are doing this. Bam, money flows. The story of the 5 talents, the 2 talents, and 1 is the same. God does not waste resources. Give 5, you made it 10. Okay. Since you are that foolish, you couldn't even put it in a bank for interest. Collect it, give it to him. You have done well. Do more. The issue is that when we get these things, we begin to turn the attention to ourselves. I always tell you, my models in ministry are Billy Graham and Riyad Wonke. You never see their picture in a private jet. Find one. I've been looking for. If you find, send it to me. They were on, and that was their lifestyle. Because it was more of a means. Not luxury to come and... No, that was a tool. They needed to be many places, to be in many places around the world doing the gospel. So it wasn't like, only people who have not tasted wealth before that will get on. Okay, let me leave that. I don't want to get on toes, step on toes, because you can keep, you can keep memory of it to say, oh, this was when the Lord shifted my level. But not that you now, for the world to see what exactly God has helped you. No, let agenda. Let it move the gospel forward. They were on jets, they were on private charters all around the world, doing business for them. If you saw their budget, the bills. Let me tell you, the first time I went for a Red Monkey crusade, and I got up on stage I saw those speakers, white, Germans. I said, Lord, I looked at the LED, sparkling. I began to ask questions because me, I'm smart. Sorry, this thing does not look like we have it in Nigeria. They said everything was flew in. I said, no, you must make money. Everything, they brought them, they flew everything in to the cables. To the cables. LED flew, they didn't rent. No, they did not. The last crusade he came for, I was there by election, by the mercy of God. And I was on that stage to minister by divine appointment. I didn't go to minister. I was there to just, because the Lord said you must be there. Once I got off stage, I looked around again. I said, you must have changed. Correct air acoustics, German machine. The mic was miking. No feedback. On point, I looked at all those guys. White, flew all of them in. I said, how many people came? They said, no, that like 3 to 4 planes came. Oh, yes. For the gospel. Yet the man will come on stage, do meetings, and we not take offerings. If you are guessing why we don't take offerings, that's where I picked it from. By the Spirit. Based on partners, and they spent money judiciously for the gospel. They go back home and remain a normal person. If you were God, who will you give more money to? Somebody who was just carried away because God lifted him? Or somebody who knows how to channel money and let money work for the gospel? This man, many years, I read it, it's in his book. He bought 100 tricycles, employed people, 100 guys in South Africa, to go around houses because he noticed that city was hostile to the gospel. To go around houses every day to share Bibles. That's all. Abba, talk about strategy of the kingdom. They went ahead to share Bibles in houses. They didn't care if you opened it or you tore it. He said 10 years later, they came back and saw the harvest of what they did 10 years before. I said, Kai. They bought 100 tricycles to go around cities. Employed 100 guys to go around to just share Bibles. And they left. 10 years time, God said, go back. The harvest, the land is soft now. Because of the Bibles, that's the use of money. That's the use of money. How many houses will you sleep in? How many cars will you drive at once? How many rooms will you even sleep in? How many beds will you sleep in? How many shoes will you wear together? How many times do you want to eat? Because even food can become curse, can become poison when it's too much. How many holidays will you go? That's what to use money. This is why you must ask God for money. Lord, bless me so I can be a blessing. Even crime rate will reduce. So get ready. We are going to be a blessing around. Be a blessing. Make up your mind. As you make up your mind, pray to God to give you means to do that. You can be sure if there's a place where we use things for what it is for, is here. We don't meddle into my finance is not ministry finance. Ministry finance is not my finance. It's clear. God is faithful. So we don't need to do more than ourselves. God pays for every place we go around the world. He pays for it. Since you've been coming here by the message of God, have you been coerced into giving? No. If we have a need and we sense that we announce, if you feel like giving, give. It will be done. One of the things I said to myself, that the last outpouring, no one will give more than me. I made up my mind. I said, not one person will give more than me. If it takes, and God provided. Once I said that, God provided. I had more than enough to give. So just make up your mind to be a blessing. A blessing. Make up, and money will start flowing because you are a blessing. Look at your gate man. I said, come. You are smoking too much. What is your problem? You will soon die if you continue like this. Let me advise you. Put him aside. Buy food for him. Say, eat this, but I won't give you money to go and smoke. I'll give you money to eat. When he sees that you take interest in him, he will listen to say, come. You know, I have a superior life I can introduce you to. Everybody wants a better life. They don't just know how to get it. When you do that and they see that, it will start flowing. Bless someone. Say, I just feel like giving you money. If I dash you money, the first thing I'll say, it will not finish. I'm not giving you what we finish. It must not finish. It must not finish. It must not finish. What I'm schooling your spirit to know what is seed and bread in that thing I gave you. You too just feel like giving somebody money or paying your tithe. That's how I start. Because I've dropped the seed of it, will not finish into your spirit. And then you will be schooled by the spirit to say, oh, they dashed me something. Let me give somebody something to. Let me do my tithe. Brah. It start multiplying. Let's learn this thing quickly. Let's learn this thing quickly. It will not finish. A dear lady was telling me that she came to me to give me a seed of something. And I'm not using myself as an example to say, oh, I'm a fertile land. I'm just saying, I'm talking about the concept. Okay, let me use another example so that you won't get it wrongly. You say, man of God, one seed, though. The man of God needs some seed. No, please. Don't let me even use that example. So let's just skip that example somewhere. just leave it alone. But once you are inspired to sow, bless somebody. It could be, let me give you an example. I never start any project without doing some benevolence to people who I don't know. I can go around and bless beggars and say, the Lord bless you. The Lord bless you. I just look at somebody. One day I just woke up in my house. I just came out of my house, went to a school. I said, please, can you gather together people who have not paid their school fees today? Everyone who had not paid, I paid all their school fees. So I just feel like praying. I'm sowing this seed. Many years ago. So I try not to say all this so that you won't think we're trying to. I'm just telling you what you can do. I'm inspiring. I never dropped my number. I just made sure I paid the school fees. Who paid it? When they ask you, just say God paid it. I'm inconsequential. I don't need to be known. I don't want your parents to even know. Sometimes I even go with face cap so that I can disguise. Just pay. You too do it. Just go around. It will shock you that the school fees of someone is 7,000 naira, 6,000. Just if it's 2 people you can afford for now, just pay 2 people. Sow that seed. But once things come into your hand, all you think about is me, I, myself, moi. I love that one. You can everything and you sit on the count. Be a blessing. Don't let things end in your. Don't let that process of currency, that current ends in your hand. Don't let it end in your hands. No, it's wrong. Be a blessing. Touch someone's life. You see people come with different stories. Sometimes they're lying. I say, the integrity of giving is what I'm respecting. If you lie, it's on you. I've respected the integrity of giving. And I must get back my own reward. If you lie, go and lie that something happened to your mother. That's your cup of tea. The integrity of sowing and reaping, of giving, that's what I'm honoring. I bless you based on that integrity. It remains you and God. If you lie, that's your issue. The balance is I don't do that every time, so that people will not take advantage of that. Because sometimes where you sow your seed matters too. So that's the balance. Before people say I'm preaching errors, that's the balance. But sometimes you are just led to do it. Some people say, don't lie. There's no need to lie. You need money. God has provided. I'm giving you this as a sign that even in your deceit, God is still faithful. I give you money and I prick your conscience and let you go.